over just a little bit for me. Scoot over some. Scoot over some more. Some more. Come on. All right, there you go. Okay, so we're going to finish up our lesson on contractions. Can anybody tell me what is a contraction? Carter. Two words added together, and what separate those two words? What separate those two words?
Apostrophe.
An apostrophe. So a contraction is a short way to write two words. Remember, a contraction is a short way to write two words, and we use an apostrophe to take away either one or more of the letters. One or more of the letters. Okay, it's a short way. Okay, so let me give you your worksheets, because we're going to work on some contractions today. Here you go.
I didn't finish mine.
It's okay. We're going to finish it together today. Okay, so if I have the word
I need a pencil.
do, if I have the word do, okay, here you go. So if I have the word do,
No.
not, how can we make this word in contraction?
Ooh.
A contraction. How can we make the word do not a contraction? Brooke.
So we have to take the O and not and then make it into the.
So which O? The O and do, or the O and don't? And not.
Ooh, not.
Not. And we're going to make it an apostrophe, right? So if we write it, it's going to be what word is it? What word is it going to be?
Don't.
Don't. So do
Not.
not
Equals.
turns to what?
Don't.
It equals don't. So let's say a sentence. Okay. So I do not like ice cream.
Ooh.
Bryson, change I do not like ice cream to a contraction.
Wait, let me see.
I do not like ice cream.
I don't like ice.
I don't like ice cream. So that means the same thing, right? Because don't means the same thing as do not, right? Yes. So I do not like ice cream is the same way as I don't like ice cream. So we just shortened up these two words. We took away a letter and added an apostrophe, and we made a contraction. Good job, guys. Let's practice another one. Okay. Let's practice another one. This is one we haven't seen before, I believe. What does that say?
Are not.
Are not. Can we change that into a contraction?
Yes.
Yes, we can change this into a contraction. Okay, how can we change this into a contraction, Eli?
Take the O from not.
Take the O from not and do what? And do what? What are we going to add? So if we took the O away, an apostrophe, right? So we add an apostrophe. So if we write it out, it's going to be what word is that changed to? Aren't. 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 So
Like are, but it's but like are, but it's but the O
Okay.
is taken away and make it apostrophe, so now it's are.
So I'm going to tell you a sentence. We are not going to the play. We are not going to the play. How can I change that sentence into a sentence with a contraction?
Ooh,
Brooke.
we aren't going to.
We aren't going to the play. Good job. So anytime you see a word and it has a N, an apostrophe T, that means not, right?
Yes.
So anytime we see a word and it has a N and apostrophe T, that means what? Not. So when we're looking at our words and we see something and we know it's a contraction and that contraction has an N apostrophe T, what does it mean, guys? Say it together. Not. Good job. So that means not.
Do not
Okay.
touch my phone.
We're gonna do one more, but I'm gonna change it around. So I'm gonna give you a contraction and you're gonna change it to 2 words for me. This is a contraction and we're changing it to 2 words for me. So what is the contraction? Bryson, what is the contraction?
Is not.
What does this word say? Isn't. Good job. This says isn't. So how do we change isn't to 2 words? What 2 words does isn't make up? Isn't. What 2 words does isn't make up? Carter. Is not. Do you guys agree?
Yes.
Is not. Yes. So is not. Isn't makes is not. We remove the O and added an apostrophe to make isn't. Okay. All right. So now we're going to go down here to the middle of our paper. And we're going to read that together. And I want you to underline every contraction you see in this little sentence, in this little paragraph, okay? And I want to see how many contractions we can find. Come on, let's read it together. Mike isn't here yet. We can't find the hats. Aren't the twins at home? Everybody should be reading. Friend didn't come with us. Underline all your contractions in that little phrase that we just read. Underline all the contractions you see. Just put it down. When you're done, give me a thumb up. When you're done, give me a thumbs up. Okay. All right. I want you to tell me. Ethan, how many contractions did you see?
4.
4. How many did you see, Brooke? 4. What about you, Carter?
4.
What about you, Eli?
4.
And what about you, Bryson? 4. Okay, so in our first sentence, are there any contractions?
Yes.
What contraction? Sit down.
Right there.
What contraction do you see, Carter, in the first sentence? Isn't. Good job. And what 2 words make isn't? Is not. Good job. Eli, in our second sentence, what contraction do you see? Can't. What 2 words make can't? Cannot. Right. So we can either have cannot or can't. In our third sentence, Bryson, what contraction do you see?
1.
What's the name? What is it? What does it say? What word is that? Look at it. We did that one. Somebody, Brooke, help him out. What word is that? In the third one. Aren't. Good job. What 2 words make aren't? What 2 words make aren't? Are not. Good job. Okay, Ethan, our last sentence. How many contractions do you see?
1.
And which one is it? Sound it out. Brooke, help him out. What word is that? Didn't. Yes, it was did in it. Good job, Ethan. Okay, so didn't. What 2 words make didn't?
R-N or D-D? Or did not.
Did not. Good job. The 2 words make did not. Underline did in that word. D-I-D. Did. And the contraction would be the N apostrophe T to make not. Okay, down at the bottom of your paper, it says write the words. So they give you two words. You have to write the contraction. Write the contraction of the two words. Let's start with the first one. Write a contraction for that. If you don't know how to spell some, it's in the words. Look, it's in the words. The words are put together. You just put them together. Put them together and make a contraction. You did good. You did good.
This?
Yeah.
Like this?
Yep. Okay, so our first two words was what, Eli?
Not and are.
No. Our first two words, what was it?
Mm-hmm.
On the first one, down here, what was this? Are what? Are not. And what did you change it to? Aren't. Do everybody have that?
We are not. I'm not going with you to New York.
Okay. The next one, the two words, we're going to make a contraction. We're going to make a contraction with the word do not. Do not. Write a contraction for do not. Remember, it's just two words put together and you remove one or two of the words and add an apostrophe. We do not change the words. We do not change them. You changed that. That's you added an I in that word. Brooke, what do you have? What did you change do not to? Don't. Good job. Okay. We're going to do one more and then we're got to go to specials, okay? The next one, has not. Write a contraction. Has not. Write a contraction for me. What did you get? Hasn't. Right. Because has not, you put it together, make a contraction. You remove the O and you add an apostrophe and we get what? Hasn't. Good job. So we'll finish up our contraction papers tomorrow when we get back. Everybody, no, sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Okay. Thank you guys. You did so good with working with contractions today. Sit down, guys. Thank you.
Can I pause it?
No.
Bryson, don't wave in it.